So I guess I'll start talking now. This is a 2006 Honda Accord LX. We bought this car certified used back in 2008. And hold on, someone is tailgating me. Yeah, we bought this car certified used back in 2008 with about 40,000 miles on it, and right now it has 105,573. So we don't put too many miles on it. My mom drives probably 12,000 miles a year. We bought this car to replace an 03 Nissan Sentra, and that car had a ton of issues. Number one, the transmission was slipping, which is very disappointing for a car with less than 80,000 miles on it. And whenever you would drive above 45 miles per hour, it would start shaking violently. So needless to say, we never drove that car on the highway. It also had some kind of intermittent starting problem where it would start perfectly fine in the morning when you would go to start it for the first time, but then once the car warmed up, it would never want to start the first time. It would always take 2 or 3 tries for it to actually start. And then another thing, it actually had a pretty significant problem with like the heater. It never worked, and my neighbor was a mechanic, and he tried to fix it. He couldn't figure out what the problem was. So we eventually took it to a Nissan dealer, and I don't remember what they did, but whatever they did, it did work. But then we had to come back to the dealer because it started blowing ice cold air again. And when we went back, we were told that they wanted to take the engine out of the car because they couldn't figure out what the problem was. And at that point, we were just thinking, my mom just thought, no, it's not worth it to do that on a car with already so many problems. So we decided to just buy a new car. And yeah, I ended up with this. And we didn't know what we were going to end up with when we went to go buy a car, but I guess we got lucky because this car has been by far one of the most reliable cars we've ever had. The only issue is that the trunk does leak a little bit of water. The trunk leaks a little bit of water, and that has to do with the rear windshield being replaced at some point. I don't know if it was smashed or something, but all the other windows on the car say Honda on it except for the rear windshield, so that's probably why. But over the years, it's kind of stopped, I guess. It doesn't really leak as much anymore, and it's not even that big of a deal because this car is garaged every day. So yeah, I guess I'll shut up now. What are you doing? The only reason why I have the chance to do this video is I was told to run some errands, and yeah, now I'm coming back home. I think this is only my second time driving alone, which it's definitely nice. probably gonna go ahead and cut the video soon if I can find a place to safely stop.